In a world where camera systems are getting somehow larger and heavier, Fujifilm chose to do things the old way. This is the FUJI X100VI, the latest in the lineage. The X100VI is an APS-C fixed-lens digital rangefinder styled camera. It sports a 23mm f2 lens, which is the equivalent to a 35mm f2.8 full-frame lens. And for me, it's just the perfect focal length. I can shoot portraits and street photography very easily with it. It's not too wide or too tight, it's just the right focal length most of the time. I think the design of the X100 is stunning. It's iconic and recognizable as a camera. If you have seen my last episode about the Leica M, this definitely takes a lot of its design inspiration from the M system, which is not a bad thing to say about a camera at all. The fact that this camera is so lightweight and small in size means you would take it everywhere. It's an effortless experience, and that is something that will make you a better photographer over time. Not focusing on the camera, but just shooting the actual image. The limitation of the 23mm lens is going to push you to be more creative when composing your photographs, and that's a good thing. The X100 has an EVF, but I think limiting yourself to only use the optical rangefinder will force you to see the world you so desire to capture in a different way. That is something I've learned a while back on the Leica M10, and I fully urge you to do so as well on your X100. The X100VI keeps it simple yet intuitive, with dedicated dials for shutter speed, aperture, exposure compensation and ISO. It's a photographer's dream, allowing for quick adjustments on the fly without having to dig through endless menus. This camera now includes the latest and greatest from Fujifilm, the same 40MP sensor from the X-T5 and same subject detection and focusing system. That is good enough now. Plus the addition of IBIS that lets me handle the 1-second exposure at night. It's really a complete package for a everyday carry camera. The film simulations and recipes are a big part of all of Fuji's cameras. And I get it, it's fun to have great colors baked into JPEGs. What exactly are film simulations? In a nutshell, they are digital presets designed to emulate the look and feel of classic film stocks from the golden age of analog photography. It's reminiscent of choosing a film roll before a shoot. But I'm still not convinced I would trade editing the actual raw file to my desire. It's not all good for me with the X100VI. Coming from Leicas and other much more expensive cameras with bigger sensors and faster lenses, a lot of the time with the X100 I'm left wanting more. The build quality doesn't feel as good as some of my other cameras, and that makes the overall experience of the camera a much less fun experience for me. Also, it's not that the images are bad, it's just that I'm used to better lenses on bigger sensors that produce at the end, nicer imagery. So, is this camera perfect? Absolutely no. But I've said it before and I will keep saying it. I much prefer a camera that is fun to use over anything better technically. I think the camera itself needs to inspire the photographer to use it. It makes taking pictures fun again, as this art form should be. So no, the X100VI isn't a perfect camera for me. Maybe it's for you, but still is a fun camera to use, and did make my time using it and taking pictures with it fun. And I took it to places where I would probably not have taken a camera at all. So yeah. At the end, it's a good camera and I like it. Thanks for watching today's episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.